Good morning to all. Today we are going to discussing about types of adsorption. Types of adsorption. Already yesterday we are discussing about that. What is adsorption and absorption differences, and what are the major adsorption mechanism, how it is takes place. That points on the yesterday class we are discussing that. So today we are going to discussing about here. What are the types of here adsorption is there? Types of adsorption, and what are the major differences we are going to discussing there. So adsorption majorly they are classified into two types. Adsorption is they are classified into two types. One is physical adsorption and another one is called chemical adsorption. You can say that physisorption and chemisorption, like that we are calling, right? What is the difference majorly is present physisorption and chemisorption? So simple thing. So physisorption is majorly based on the particles are here combined by here weak van der Waals force of attraction. Weak van der Waals force of attraction is presenting. That means if accumulation of a gas on surface of a solid occurs on account of weak van der Waals forces, so weak van der Waals forces will be presented means that is called physical adsorption or physisorption called as. When the gas molecules of atoms are held to the solid surface by chemical bonds they are forming means, so that means the particles and here the gaseous particles will be bonding is takes place by chemical bonds means that is called chemisorption or chemical adsorption. So simply have to keep in mind. So chemical bonds is nothing but either covalent nature will be present or ionic nature will be presenting there. So that only just see there once. What the given definitions, just you have to remember that. So physisorption majorly what type of force of attraction is takes place means a weak van der Waals force of attraction is takes place. That is called physisorption. Chemisorption is nothing but due to because of your chemical bonds. So surface will be bonding is takes place with chemical bonds means that is called chemisorption or chemical adsorption, like that we are calling. So chemical bonds majorly what type of bonds is presenting means either ionic bond is presenting or covalent nature will be presenting there. Next one, see that. Chemisorption involves a high energy of activation and is therefore often referred to as activated adsorption. Already we are learned in chemical kinetics chapter. So chemical due to because of your chemical bonds what happen means either one reactant or more reactants are combined to attain here activated complex. Activated complex is nothing but this is the peak point. So this peak point what you call means activated energy, EA. Your symbolically how we are representing means EA symbol you are expressing there. That means the chemical reactants are what happen, it will absorb some amount of energy to reaching certain height is called activated energy or activated complex, like that we are calling that. So that is called activated adsorption. Activated adsorption. So sometimes what happen means two processes also will occur simultaneously. That means physisorption also happening there as well as chemisorption is also happening there. And it is not easy to ascertain the type of adsorption. So both the process it will not be it will takes place, but what happen mean easy to ascertain this type of adsorption. That means rarely this process will be happening there. A physical adsorption is low temperature may pass into chemisorption as the temperature is increased. So physisorption, what happen at low temperature may pass into chemisorption. Low temperature you are applying means what happen? Physisorption will be converted into chemisorption as the temperature is increased. Temperature is increasing means chemisorption will be takes place. So this is about here major differences between here, major difference between here chemisorption and physisorption. Now let us see that. What are the major characteristics of your chemisorption and physisorption? So this is very important. Just look at here. What are the major characteristics of your physisorption? First point number one, first characteristics. Lack of specificity. Lack of specificity. So what is mean by here lack of specificity? A given surface of an adsorbent does not show any preference for a particular gas as the van der Waals forces are universal. That means a given surface of an adsorbent, that means whatever the solid material you are taking, that solid material and what happen means does not show any preference for a particular gas. That means the only oxygen gas only it will be absorbing or nitrogen gas only it will be absorbing, like that. There is no particular preference. Preference is not, priority is not mentioned in that gases. So does not show any preference for a particular gas as the van der Waals forces are universal. So van der Waals forces and what happening universally will be present for all the gaseous components. Either if you are taking nitrogen or oxygen or carbon dioxide, whatever it may be. All gases what happen, a weak van der Waals forces will be presenting there. So that is called as lack of specificity. Next, coming to see that, next second point. Nature of adsorbate. Nature of adsorbate. The amount of a gas adsorbed by a solid depends on the nature of a gas. So adsorption is depending on here nature of the gas. In general, easily liquefiable gases are readily adsorbed as van der Waals forces are stronger near the critical temperatures. That means easily liquefiable gases and all what happening very strongly it will be adsorbing nature will be presenting there. So under this critical temperatures, under this critical temperatures what happen? Very strongly it will be absorbing nature will be presenting there. Like carbon dioxide, like hydrogen. So this kind of gases what happen very strongly it will be absorbing nature will be presenting there. Thus 1 gram of activated charcoal absorb more sulfur dioxide than methane, which is still more than 4.5 ml of dihydrogen. So that means here methane and here sulfur dioxide you are taken means. So coconut charcoal and all which one will be more it will be absorbing is takes place means sulfur dioxide compared to then methane. So compared to methane what happens? Sulfur dioxide will be very strongly it will be absorbing nature will be presenting there. This is about here nature of a adsorbate. So that means simply what we conclude in this nature of adsorbate means once the gases components are here easily liquefiable gases what happen means very strongly it will be absorbing nature will be presenting there, right? So that is point number 2, second characteristics. Next coming to see the third characteristics. Reversible nature. Physical adsorption of a gas by a solid generally reversible. So physical absorptions and all mostly what happen means reversible reactions will be takes place. That means easily we can enter convertible from one state to another state. Like for example, solid is converting into liquid, or liquid is converting into gas, or gas is again converting into solid. Like that, one state you can easily converting into another state easily. So that is called as reversible reactions. So physics option generally how it is takes place means reversible reactions will be occur. That means we can easily converting from one state to another state. So that is called reversible process will be occurring for this physics option. Next coming to see that next point. Surface area of adsorbent. Surface area of adsorbent. So the extent of adsorption increases. So adsorption is increased. When it is increasing, if area of cross section is increasing means adsorption will be higher will be presenting there. Right? If area of cross section is increasing means adsorption and all what happening more will be presenting there. So that is the meaning point for that. So that means larger surface area is presenting mean that components are what happen highly adsorbing nature will be presenting. Next coming to see that next point, enthalpy of adsorption. Enthalpy of adsorption. No doubt physical adsorption is a exothermic process. Physics option under what happen always an exothermic process. That means always it will loss of energy will be takes place. Always it will loses energy will be takes place. That is called exothermic process. And this enthalpy of adsorption is also very low will be presenting. Enthalpy of energy what happen very lower will be takes place. So this is about here physics option major characteristics. Next coming to see that chemisoption. So chemisoption what are the major characteristics will be presenting there. So physics option under what happen lack of specificity will be presenting. But here what happen means higher specificity will be presenting there. Higher is nothing but so more specificity will be presenting for this chemisoption. More specificity will be presenting for chemisoption. Let us see that. So chemisoption is highly specific and it was widely only just a minute. Yes. So high specificity, that means chemisoption is highly what happen means highly specific in nature, and it will only occur if there is some possibility of chemical bonding, and if it is some possibility of chemical bonding between the adsorbent and adsorbate, between the adsorbent and adsorbate. So that means specificity and all what happen means higher will be presenting for these components, chemical adsorption, chemisoption and all. Next coming to see that mostly these chemisoptions are what happen means irreversible in nature, irreversible in nature, irreversible nature they are exhibiting there. Next coming to see that surface area. Surface area and all what happen means lesser surface area will be presenting means more chemisoption will be takes place. That means area of cross section what happen lesser will be presenting means there has more adsorption will be takes place. So this is about here chemical adsorption. and enthalpy of adsorption. Enthalpy of adsorption, what you are saying means, enthalpy of adsorption is also higher will be presenting there. For the formation of your chemical bond, higher enthalpy will be takes place for these components. So this is about your major characteristics of chemisorption and physisorptions. Chemisorption and physisorption especially best examples. Next, coming to see that what is the major differences between here physisorption and chemisorption. Physisorption and chemisorption, major differences now we are going to see in that. So what are the major differences will be presenting there? What are the major differences will be presenting between here physisorption and chemisorption? Just now only we are seeing the differences, characteristics of your chemisorption and physisorption. So basing on that only we are going to differentiating this physisorption and chemisorption major points. So let us see that what are the points is majorly deviations are present, differences will be presenting there. Point number 1. Physisorption generally what happen means it arises because of van der Waals forces. So weak van der Waals forces will be presenting there means physisorption will be takes place. Next, it is caused by chemical bonding formation. So chemisorption, how it is forming means due to presence of chemical bonding. Chemical bonds is presenting means that is called chemisorption. It is not specific in nature. Physisorption and what happen? It is not in specific nature. But chemisorption what happen? It is highly specific in nature. Specificity and what happen? Highly will be presenting there. It is a reversible in nature. Physisorption what you are saying? It is a reversible reactions. Chemisorption what you are saying? It is an irreversible reactions. It depends on the nature of gas. Physisorption what happen? It is always depending on the nature of the gas. But chemisorption what happen? It is does not depends on the nature of the gas. Enthalpy of adsorption is very low will be presenting there. For physisorption, enthalpy of adsorption is very lower will be presenting there. But chemisorption, enthalpy of adsorption will be higher will be presenting for the chemical bond formation. Next, low temperature will be favorable for this adsorption. So physisorption and what happen? Lower temperature will be favorable. But chemisorption what happen? Higher temperature will be more favorable for these reactions. Next point. No appreciable activation energy is needed. No appreciable activation energy is needed for that. High activation energy will be sometimes is needed for chemisorption. Chemisorption and higher temperature will be required. Next point. It depends on the surface area. It increases with an increasing of adsorption. So surface area increasing means what happen? Physisorption will be higher will be presenting there. Next point. It results into multi-molecular layers on adsorbent surface under high pressure. So multi-molecular layers and all it will be more favorable for this reactions, physisorption. And it results into unimolecular layers. So unimolecular layers are mostly favorable for this reactions. So this is about here major differences between physisorption and chemisorptions. Physisorption and chemisorptions. So tomorrow class we are going to discussing about here Freundlich adsorption isotherm. Tomorrow class we are going to see. Right. So thank you very much. So tomorrow we'll meet you once again. So see you all once again.